Hi, it's Colleen from Colleen Beauty and Fashion. So here I am today with a bare face starting off this video for you. This is going to be an Essence full face makeup demonstration on my mature skin. So right now all I have on is my moisturizer and we're going to do Essence top to bottom. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. I look forward to it. Here we go. So first step is the Essence primer that I have. Tinted primer. So I just have to grab my glasses. I'm wearing blue glasses today because my black glasses broke. Darn it. Anyway, on with it. So this is the Essence Tinted Primer. Instant Blur Effect. It says Natural Matte Finish. And this is the color 05 Fair Neutral. It's the lightest color. I have very pale skin, so I always go for the lightest color and everything. But this one, I would like to say, is on the matte side, a little heavy. So if you have super dry skin, this may not work for you. But it is very reasonably priced and it's worth a shot. And I think that primers are really a good step in, your overall makeup look, because I think they do help to keep the makeup in place and to kind of give you a landing place for all the other products. So I would say about this one, when I first tried it, it was in my Second Chances video, because when I first tried it, I didn't like it. It went on kind of thick and it kind of sat in the pores. But what I have learned, just have to tuck my hair back, is that you have to give things a chance to kind of melt into place. So I take this, take it on my hands, squish it around a bit, and then I just go in where I need it most, which is around my pores, around my nose where my pores are quite large. And then on my chin, again, large pores. And a little bit under my eyes. It's got a very slippery feel. I think it's a silicone primer, so it's very slippery going on. So I don't use it on my eyelids because I think it's just too slippery. But there, that's all I do for that. So for foundation, this is the Essence Pretty Natural Foundation. It's supposed to be hydrating. And this is in the shade 010 Cool Porcelain. So there you go. Now again, this is a lot thicker for a foundation than I'm used to. But again, I would say if you have really dry skin, this is not for you. It will sit on texture and it won't be pleasant for dry skin, really dry skin. But I'm going to give it a shot today. I have tried it a couple times and I do find it quite thick on my skin. So it's not my favorite, but I think for the price, it's worth trying. You can see that it's quite fair. Maybe it's the color I have wrong. I don't know. It may be that I'm choosing the wrong color. But last time I found if I blend it in with my sponge, then it gets a lot better. So let me take my mirror and my sponge. And I just tap it all over. Like this. Make sure we have no lines showing anywhere. So there you can see. Now, I think it looks a little bit like, heavy sitting on the skin. But I have found that if you give it a couple minutes, it does kind of melt into your skin. So I'm going to continue on, and I think you might see by the end of the video that that's what's happened. So again, it's a very reasonably priced product. I have to clean my hands off. And I think that, if you have kind of combination skin or maybe skin that's a little bit on the oily side, this might work really well for you. My skin is a little bit dry now because it's winter, and maybe that's why it's you know, but it's a perfectly reasonable foundation for the price. So it's worth a shot if you're looking for something that's really affordable. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of shade range. In fact, I know there wasn't at my Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. But, you know, if you find something that works for you, or if you can blend two together and make it work, it is very affordable. So worth a shot if you're looking for a foundation that's very reasonably priced. So while we let the foundation melt into the skin, I'm going to do my eyes. So I've done a couple of videos now on the Essence palettes. These are the 6-pan palettes, and I really like them. So far I've done Dancing Green, and I've done a taupe one in a Get Ready With Me video, and I did the, I like to mauve it on its own, in its own video. So today we're going to go ahead with the rose one. So there it is. And this palette is called My Rose Will Go On. It's very pretty. See, little nice pink case. And as with all the Essence palettes, it has a nice little mirror. So I really like that about them. And these are very pretty, kind of pinky rosy colors. Very soft palette, this one. There isn't any like very deep dark colors in here. So I chose this one today because I'm going to wear a coral cowl neck sweater, and I think this will be quite pretty with that. So let's get started. So as always, I'm going to start with my transition shade, which is not easy to say. Try saying that 5 times fast. So for that one, I'm going to use this kind of very pale beigey pink color here. I'm going to start with that, and this is my transition shade brush. And this is right for in the crease. So here we go. I'm going to use the mirror on the palette because I need a mirror. So here we go. Just right in the crease, back and forth, back and forth. This is the technique I use when I want to have a more complicated eyeshadow look. This is not a one and done. And I'm going to use 3, possibly 4 of the colors in this palette today. And as with all the other products, I will put the price up for you so you know how much I paid in Canada. Of course, in the US, it'll be $1 or so less, so keep that in mind. So there we go with the transition shade, you can see. And now I'm going to move on to the color for the inner third of my eye. So for the inner third, I'm going to use this kind of peachy rose color. It's a beautiful color. And I'm just going to do that on the inner third. And then on the other side, and I'm just using a regular angled eyeshadow brush for this shade. You can see, just your regular eyeshadow brush. And now moving on to the outer corner. There you are. The outer corner, I'm going to use this deep rose shade, this one right here. It's very pretty, so let's give that a shot. And again, I'm using my little tap, tap, tap brush. I've used this in other videos, and I refer to it as my little tapping brush because I can take the color and tap it into where I want it on the outer edge of my eyes. So here we go. Just tap it in, and because I have hooded eyes, and the hood keeps getting bigger the older I get, so I use this as partially to kind of make that hood recede a bit. So I just tap it into place. And no need to worry about being precise right now because we're going to blend everything in the end. And these palettes, I find, oh, I went way too high with that. These palettes I find are very blendable, so that's another great thing about them is they're easy to blend the colors. And you get them where you want them to be. So last but not least for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to use a shimmer color. I think I'm going to use this very pale one right here, just kind of in the middle of my eye. We'll see how that works out. So I use my finger for the shimmer colors. It's best, I think. It places them better. And this just lightens things up a little bit right above your iris, which has a lifting effect. So because our eyes are aging, we want to bring everything up, up, up. You know, we're trying to fight gravity. So up, up. So that's what the idea is behind putting this shimmery shade right in the middle. Like so. And of course, we're going to blend everything, so don't be afraid. It's all going to work out in the end, I promise. That's one of the key steps is you have to blend everything. So I will get my transition brush and I'll show you a little bit of that process. You just take everything, like take your transition brush and take this darker color and move everything inward, inward, inward. Don't want anything going down and out. We want to go in. So that's what I'm doing right now. So, and then at the very end, when you're done with all your makeup, you can go back in the corners with concealer and put exactly where you want this line to stop. So that's a trick I learned from the other beauty gurus on YouTube, is that you can always go in with your concealer and make this exactly what you want at the outer edge, as far out as you want or as far in as you want. So that's a great tip actually, is to do that with your concealer at the very end. So that's it for eyeshadow right now. I'm going to go on and move on to the eyeliner. So for this one I have the Essence eyeliner. It's, let me get my glasses, I have to read it, this small print. It's called the Eyeliner Pen, and it's extra long lasting, it says. And this color is black. It's black. So I love this pen. Can you see the point on it? It's got a nice sharp point. And this is such a reasonably priced product and it's excellent quality. So I love a liquid eyeliner on the top. I don't use liquid eyeliner on the bottom. And for today's look, I'm not going to use eyeliner on the bottom at all. So here we go. Now, don't be afraid of liquid eyeliner. I think what's great about it is it fills in that area where your eyelashes maybe used to be and they're not as full or as thick now. So I just take my time and I use short little strokes. You don't have to do it all in one line. I don't know if you're familiar with the pop star Ariana Grande, but she recently had a TikTok that went viral because she could do her eyeliner in one big swoop, which is great for her. But I can't do that. And this way works very well. So just take short little strokes. And I don't do any cat eye or anything like that. I haven't been able to make it work with my hooded eyes. So there's no making any wings or anything like that. I just like to use it because I think it makes your lashes look fuller. But I also use from time to time a colored eyeliner that matches my eyeshadow. Whatever you're comfortable with. But I think this eyeliner, this Essence eyeliner, is great. I never saw it in any other color. I only saw it in black. So maybe they'll come up with more colors. That would be great if they did. But this one is a winner in my book. So I think you can see just in the time that we were doing the eyeshadow look and the eyeliner, that this foundation has started to settle in and look a bit better. So that's what I mean about, you know, giving things time to kind of melt in. And, you know, when it first goes in, goes on, it doesn't look that great, right? But now it's starting to fade into the skin, and I think it looks a lot better. So we're going to move on with the blush. This is the Essence Mosaic blush, you can see. And this color is 40, the Berry Connection. And I really like this blush. You can see I've used it a lot. But I go in with my brush that's for blush, and I swirl it around like this and knock a little bit off. And then I start way up high on the cheek. And I am going to use my mirror for this because it's easier for me. So way up high here on the cheek and then into the apple. And I don't like a whole lot of like really pigmented pinky, you know, glow in the dark blush. I don't like that. I like it to look fairly natural. So, and the thing I find too is I put it on now and it looks a little intense, but it fades nicely. So by the time I get to the office, get on the bus, go to work, get in the office, it's just perfect. It's faded to the right color, and it does last all day. So I think one of the things that helps it last all day for sure is setting spray, which I'll talk about at the end. But it is a really good blush for the price. And again, I'll put the price above. So that's the Essence Mosaic blush. So next I'm going to put on the Essence Brow product. I've been using this one quite a bit. It's called Make Me Brow. It's an eyebrow gel mascara. So it has filling fibers, it says. This color is 02 Browny Brows. So I think this is a really great product. It's very reasonably priced. I think I paid $3.99 for it, but I'll double check. Look at that nice little spoolie on the end there. So basically you just kind of brush it on. So here we go. Just starting with I start at the front of the brows. And then I just kind of take it all the way to the end. And then I use the little tip to kind of paint in where my tails are missing. And then the other side. Oh, made a boo-boo. So we got our handy dandy little makeup wipe handy. And you know, like with all things, if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. This is just makeup. You can always take it off. It kind of fills them in nicely because they are so sparse now with aging, and they do tend to have, I think I have a few gray ones too. So this is a good product for bringing your brows back. And I do think that eyebrows make a big difference. They give you a more youthful look. So I think it's an important step. So now I'm going to do my mascara. I don't have an Essence mascara at the moment, but I did try the Lash Princess, the purple one, and I thought it was great. And it was very affordable as well. So I would recommend trying that if you haven't tried it yet. I don't have one, as I said, but I'm going to use my Huda Beauty mascara because definitely need mascara. So I just use the curved end. This is a double-ended mascara. I think it's called Legit Lashes. And I use the curved end to start, and then I go back in with the, I believe it's a volumizer on the other side. Different shape brush. So this is just one coat. I do 2 coats, but I separate them in timing because I like the first coat to dry. Okay. So to finish off today, we're going to do the lips. Now, Essence, I think, has a really great product in this Stay Matte 8-Hour Liquid Lipstick. I have used this in some of my demos before, and I really like it because it stays put. It is a little bit drying, so if you have a problem with dry, flaky lips, you're not going to want this product because it'll just accentuate that. But what I do is I really like it. It goes on and it stays on, but one thing you have to be careful with is you don't put too much product on. So you have to kind of clean it off a little bit before you go in. And I just put it on the bottom and then, you know, rub your lips together. And I like to see with my glasses on that I've done it okay. I think that's pretty good. Now you will notice, and a little bit of makeup on the end of my nose there. You will notice that you can feel it drying. It sets down quite quickly. So, and it's very matte. So if you don't want a matte look, and I'm not always keen on a matte look, I think, you know, as we age, we need a little bit of dewy and glossy here and there. So I go in with this gloss. And I've talked about this gloss before, but I really like it. This is the Essence What the Fake Extreme. It is a plumping lip filler, and it has chili extract in it, and that's what makes it plumping. So there you go. Now, I will have to say, if you're sensitive or you don't like a stinging on your lips, because this, you can feel it for about an hour it lasts. So if that's not your thing, you won't like this product, but I really like it. I think it works really well. It's a pretty kind of pinky color. And so I've been using it quite a bit. So I think the combination of the two, the Stay Matte lipstick and this lip gloss, is quite pretty. So that's what I have for the Essence products. Always to finalize my makeup look, I use a setting spray. And this one is from Pacifica. I don't have one from Essence, but this one is the vegan collagen from Pacifica, and I quite like it. I like most of the setting sprays. The only thing I will say about this one is it's got a very heavy spray. It's very wet. So I was using one before that was from Milani that I like a little bit better because it smelled better and it had a finer mist. But this one is working great. It keeps everything in place. So I'm just going to give the face a spritz. And then you go like this. And like I said before, I think these are key because they keep everything in place. It's kind of like hairspray for your face, although that sounds gross, but I think that's kind of what it is. So that's it for my face. I'm going to go now and put on my lovely coral sweater and my earrings and come back. So here we go then. This is the finished look, and this is my, I really like this color. It's coral colored cowl neck that I'm wearing. Spring transition. So here, and here's Bonnie. As always, Bonnie is going to help me say goodbye. Aren't you, Bonnie? You say bye-bye to the people? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Please like and subscribe. I have lots more videos coming up, and you'll see a couple at the end. And for now, have a great day. I really enjoyed doing this video, and thank you for spending the time with me. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.